Hello Miami, hello Florida, lovely people out here. No Borax or Vizrax in the crowd I see. They say, Wiz, you're crazy. What are you doing having a public speaking event? After what happened last time, I say, those guys, they can't shoot anything, right? They can't shoot their orbs, their blasters. Hey, wait a second. I see you this time.
Oh.
It's not even loaded.
You want to finish your speech, or should we go grab a drink at the cafe?
Let's go get a drink.
So, I think we should start by looking at the coverage of the assassination. I know, but we'll get through it so that we can understand a little bit of the context before we start to interview the guy himself on why he did the crazy shit.
Whoa.
I cannot overemphasize enough how many pictures of decapitated bodies there are in the book that we had to read in order to prepare for this stream. It's insane. I've never seen a regular book have so many high-resolution pictures of decapitated people. This man was not okay. That's a 300-page book, and I fed all of it into an AI, and hopefully that AI won't decide that killing humans is the reasonable output of that input. So we'll see how it all goes. I like this conspiracy guy, actually. He seems kind of fun. Should we just have a little look at the conspiratorial side of this story?
Already. Ryan.
I'm just good at my job, Wiz. Okay, sometimes you just...
Let's go.
All right, let's take a look. Okay, so this is context. Funny random conspiracy guy on Twitter. Let's go.
Routh. Very strange guy who's lived. So the new Trump assassin just dropped.
This is also quiet. What is going on with your setup?
Ryan Routh.
That's a bit
very
better.
Strange guy who's lived a very strange life. And this time, the internet was wise and archived all of his socials as much as possible before the FBI took it all down. So here's some basics on what we know about him, and one.
Okay, well, first of all, it's not the FBI taking it down. It's the social media platforms that don't want to show how they have direct responsibility for brain fucking a guy into trying to murder a president.
I'm sorry, you don't think they're all FBI psyops?
No, I actually think that Facebook and Twitter doesn't like it when it's very clear that the mass shooter that was radicalized on their fucking platform. It's purely an advertiser thing. So it's not the FBI, number one. You're wrong in the first 19 seconds. Congrats, buddy.
Really interesting rabbit hole about who he might be. Right off the bat, though, it's super early. This is all speculative. Take your time, pump the brakes.
Okay, good.
We're just digging through dirty laundry. We don't know what sticks yet. But this guy is a private American citizen who traveled.
Do you think that that is literally a completely worthless statement in this community of conspiracy people? I feel like that's a really good way.
This is the legal disclaimer. It's like their version of trigger warnings.
Do you know what that is? I would say that if I was covering this in the hopes of being a hack fraud who just wanted to get conspiracy community clout, I would say that to keep my hands morally clean, but then continue doing all of the exact same behaviors. It's like when I say I'm not racist, I'm just being ironic. Same thing.
Fake mustache? You're right, that's a good conspiracy.
That is a good conspiracy. That looks like Chucky. Is this where Chucky's body was sent? He was sold for parts? Unbelievable.
Whoa.
Ukraine on his own dime, to help recruit civilian soldiers to fight for Ukraine and Afghan special forces. He was like recruiting on his Facebook page. Here's an archive of all of his tweets.
Oh, we'll look at these tweets later.
Automated to me.
Dear
they
God.
pretty much all look like this.
Okay, so as someone who is in a community that is frequently attacked by Saxon, people who are completely insane can absolutely just type consistently like this. It's actually weird, but crazy people do have like a certain way of typing that will be unique to their insanity. I don't think
it's exactly like Dave Starmer. Do you remember?
Yes, it is. It is like Dave Starmer. I think acting like a... So, okay. So let's actually... We can unpack this a little bit more. He's saying, this looks like bot-like activity. Yes, because people who are this unhinged will latch on to these repetitive thought patterns and act in ways that seems very strange and repetitive to everyone else, but not to them. That's kind of part of what makes them insane. That is kind of the thing, yeah. This guy's lost his mind, and so he'll probably just repeat stuff over and over, hoping for different results. I forgot it was a Monday. What a nice surprise. Not for us. Luckily, I'm so sick I took the day off work. Yay! I'm sickies.
Uh-oh.
In the past,
You're attacked by Saxon. Saxon swings by once in a while, and we love him deeply, but we will never ever let him on stream because of his proclivities towards certain slurs. Love Saxon! Shout out!
in Hawaii, he apparently ran this company that made a single time look like this. In a past life in Hawaii, he apparently ran this company that made a single tiny home and a single Facebook page and never did anything else with it. Super weird. But
Nope, not weird at all. In fact, I worked for a business exactly like that. I'll explain how that works. When you start up a manufacturing company, you make a sample product like that small house. Let's get it on screen here. You make a sample product like this small house, and then you try and sell it while also getting yourself set up on manufacturing. Manufacturing at scale is incredibly difficult and expensive, so very often they'll create a proof of concept, and then they won't be able to scale up the business any further, and the business will fail, and you'll end up with one random weird house, or in my case, one random mobile home, because that's what we were selling. For sometimes months, maybe even years. So you just have this like weird, or doors. God, I was selling doors once, and we just had like a couple of doors just like sitting outside in door frames, not attached to anything, so people could come by and try them, and we could go, hey, do you want to make this at your factory? So this is incredibly normal. This is not weird. This guy lives his entire life on conspiracy TikTok, and he's an idiot. Everything he said is wrong so far. God damn it, dude.
and a single Facebook page and never did anything else with it. Super weird.
Not weird!
But I grabbed everyone that he...
If you've ever had a job, you would know that's not strange. Oh my god. I'm getting upset today, Wiz. I'm not having a good time. I'm getting blackpilled on humanity again. What do we do?
Terrified.
We need to do something to fix this later. I'm gonna need a mushroom style. I'm gonna need a mushroom style break at the end of this stream. I need you to prepare for this eventuality. We need to. I need to look at some like vegan cooking or something. Maybe we can talk about. Oh, I know. God. No, let's talk about the Haitian cat eating at the end. That's gonna make me feel better.
Whoa, yum.
He followed on Twitter before.
Stick around for eating Haitian cats. No, Haitians eating cats, eating Haitians, cats eating Haitians.
Before they deleted it, he only followed 60. And right down at the bottom of that list, which I think indicates his first follow, is this girl named Sue Kim, who is ex-CIA, along with some other very interesting things. Okay,
Wiz, why do you think this ex-CIA employee might have followed this man? Any plausible explanations for this other than conspiracy?
They might know each other.
Possibly.
And collude on projects and sell information about the location where Trump is golfing.
No, Wiz, no! He probably just applied for a job. He's a schizo. He wants military shit, right? Right?
Maybe. Maybe that's the cover, dude.
There's so many plausible explanations for why you would have it. A guy like this who is like involved in international whatevers is probably going to have way more of a, he's going to be way more likely to have relationships with people who are, in the CIA or ex-CIA. Hell, maybe he's been investigated for doing weird shit. He was running around internationally trying to recruit soldiers. It's not surprising that someone approached him, was like, hey, are you going to be, like, I don't know, maybe you're a useful asset, and then they realized he was insane, and they were like, oh, maybe not. Like, there's a million reasons why this happens, Yeah,
they probably checked in on him.
Yeah, even if he ended up working with the CIA, so what? He was involved in the fucking Ukraine recruitment system, right? He was trying to recruit civilian, volunteer recruits for the Ukrainian army. He was trying to recruit Afghan or Afghani? Is it Afghani?
Sure.
Bro. Afghani soldiers in order to, like, repurpose them towards helping in the Ukraine-Russia war. So, like, I'm sure that he probably reached out to the CIA or to, like, people in positions of power about it in order to try and get resources. And he might have had a communication with them, but ended up ultimately rejected or not. All I'm saying is, this is not a big deal.
Now, again, reminder, this is just speculation, digging through Twitter dirt. Maybe this chick is just a wonderful, patriotic person that's helping America. Who knows? But her...
What? Sorry! Okay, no! You don't get to use your disclaimers to opposite signal the thing. That's clearly what he was doing there. Who the fuck is this guy?
How many followers has he got?
I don't... Bruh. Philosopher King. All with us.
Warrior.
Which is private, meaning why does he follow her? I've been digging around, and one of my followers said that they found her in the people that follow him back.
Okay.
I have not been able to confirm that for myself because they took the account down. If you've got a video
I
of
believe
the
it.
1.2 thousand followers that followed him, that would be great to know. He says that she was at the bottom of his followed list, meaning that she followed him right when he made the account. That would make sense, seeing as she's at the bottom of his following list of who he follows too. I mean, every asset needs a handler. And when you go through some of these other affiliations here, you get what is essentially the CIA training ground.
Well, okay, once you've established a link that you claim is conspiratorial, it's very easy to then just start pointing at organizations associated with that ex-CIA person that is involved with, and then just say, well, okay, so now that I've made this is how conspiracy theories form out of nothing. It's, you make an assumption, like, there are a billion reasonable explanations for why a citizen recruiter for the Ukraine-Russia war would have any kind of affiliation with, like, a government employee or ex-government employee, right? These people end up working in fucking NGOs and shit like that. This seems incredibly reasonable. I don't think this guy's first assumption, oh my fucking god, this guy's first assumption is basically Sue Kim is part of a conspiracy to kill Donald Trump because she follows on Twitter. How totally unlike can you be? Because this ex-CIA agent follows a guy on Twitter who's been insane for years yapping about Ukraine, Russia, and then finally picks up a gun, followed a motorcade, and didn't even fire a shot, got caught in the bushes. This is a CIA op? The CIA's trying to kill Trump? Oh.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane, dude. Also, the video's quite quiet.
And I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. I don't know why so many things are cooked today.
Okay, Cheeto, what's the name of the plugin that all the streamers use to make videos louder? Thank you, Cheeto.
If I have to install that plugin now, I have to close every Chrome tab and ruin everything. I can't do that on this stream. I'll do it next time. Sorry. I'll just make my volume a little bit quieter.
Okay.
There we go. Even
explores the relationship between politics and the many kinds of military power, from the use of terror by small non-state groups to the threatened use of nuclear.
And now he's just following this thread that oh my god, dude! This is zero effort. This is zero effort. He's literally just following a made-up thread to a organization, and now he's going to... I mean, John's... Oh.
Its director is John McLaughlin, who is literally an ex-acting director of the CIA and ex-deputy director of the CIA.
Okay.
3-decade career at the...
Yes, you've already established the CIA link. You don't have to show us who worked for the CIA during that time. This is a fake accumulation of evidence stacked next to each other, unlinked in any meaningful way, that a million schizos are going to run away with, thinking the CIA is trying to kill Trump, and then their first response is going to be to go, well, fuck, if they're trying to kill our side, we better jack up our guns, get ready, and start firing into crowds of Democrats before they take us out first.
Can you turn your volume down a little bit more? Look where our audio levels sit and look where yours sit, basically.
Well, that's because
so
I'm screaming.
You know, you've been yelling? You've been yelling? And, we're currently half the volume of your yells.
Is that true? Ah!
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, look, it's literally half
That's
the volume. This is me talking loud,
CIA,
by the way. This is when I'm talking
third on the
loud.
list of people at the
I'm
top
just
of this
angry.
institution at the university. 30-year career in Army Special Forces, various special operations, invading various countries.
Okay.
Operation Enduring Freedom.
How is this useful?
You get the idea. Anyways, RAND Corporation. That's a military-industrial complex think tank, kind of like the Atlantic Council. And LMI, yeah, that's like a military-industrial complex education.
Wow, the ex-CIA person's involved in a bunch of military-industrial complex organizations. Wow, really? Do you think someone who worked at the CIA might be useful in NGOs and think tanks? Do you not think that's the natural progression for their career? What do you think this means? I know what he's doing. He's fucking conspiracy baiting, because every time you speak about any organization that isn't a government, people immediately assume they're up to nefarious purposes, because everyone thinks that the IWF, the WEF, or the Grand Reset, Great Reset bullshit is here to make you eat bugs and fuck your sister.
Jesus Christ.
Education and training program as well. Preliminary findings on the internet when you search our homeboy, the shooter, show his arrest record, including...
Okay, cool. So we've got a driving license revoked. Okay. A few other... Alright. Weapon
in
possession.
2002, possession of weapons of mass destruction.
What?
Class F felony. Along with 3 other blocks of things.
He owned nukes? What is this?
Weapons and driver's license stuff. And yeah, that sounds like some operative shit to me. But again, we don't know any of this yet. We're just digging through dirty laundry on the internet.
We'll look into that. So a weapon of mass destruction has a different legal term in like random criminal law. It might just be that he had a bomb or like a missile launcher or something. Like he did. It also might be. I think I saw a tweet or something of him floating around asking to buy a missile to like kill Russians with. So maybe it was that kind of vibe of like he just bought like a fucking decommissioned mine or missile.
Is a grenade a weapon of mass destruction, or does it have to have a higher payload? What's the classifications?
Yeah, that's a good shout. What classifies as a weapon of mass destruction in US criminal law? Chemical, biological, let's have a look. Well, is this foreign law or is this... Let's have a look here. I don't know if this is correct, but we can take a look. Whoop.
Oh my god, what is this?
Well, it's a paper. This is the best when you're looking for information. This is exactly the best case scenario. You find a 100-page PDF from some government body or NGO that's gone into something in detail. This is literally the best case scenario. Why do you mean, what is this? This is ideal.
It's the worst case scenario for a stream definition.
No, it's not, because we're a research stream, just like Daddy, okay? It's probably just chemical or biological. Military-industrial complex is just his fucking stim word, Smug. I'm surprised it isn't yours, Crow. Oh, okay. Jesus focus on DoD specific consideration. Okay, so they are talking about specific threats here. Okay, like local threats. Okay. Introduction. What? Okay. What is it about military documentation and using children's literature from the 20th century? Can someone explain this one to me? What's going on here, guys?
Glass? That's so ominous, dude.
That's so scary. What is it? They know that this is a true thing. Like, I think we underestimate that, like, the military-industrial complex, they do kind of get off on being spooky and sinister sometimes. They love feeling
put
like
little sprinkles of horror in there.
Yeah, they're like, they want to feel like that, because the reason they got into it is they want to feel like they're living in fucking 24 or the X-Files, you know? They love that shit. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, we'll have a little peek through this. Maybe we should start just dumping these things into ChatGPT and asking it the questions. That might actually be way quicker. Yeah. Use AI. All right, let's have a look. Nearly done with this dipshit.
Internet, it's hard to tell what's real. But this is a photo of the weapon he used and the setup he had. People are speculating it looks an awful lot like, you know, Russian, Ukrainian.
I used that gun in Cold Modern Warfare 2.
I used to do the commando strat. That was the worst. Oh no, I used to do quick scoping. That was fun. I miss quick scoping. The game stops that. I guess you can.
Games went woke, dude.
Games went woke when they got rid of 360 no scoping. Crazy.
When these weird recruitment ops in Ukraine for civilians. Well, he's like posting on his Facebook all the time to like no followers.
Yeah, he's a regular dude who was insane. So he was trying to gather up support for his weird little recruitment scheme because he felt like he was doing something helpful. Also, I gotta say, this guy's drippy as fuck. This is a good outfit, straight up. Straight up, this is a good look. Straight up, this is a good look. Look at these.
Do you know what it actually reminds me of?
It's a banging look. It looks like Peter Capaldi.
It reminds me of like far-right guys in England.
No, he looks like Capaldi here.
No, he doesn't. He looks
Capaldi
like
has this
Farage's
jacket.
boys.
Capaldi has this jacket.
No, you're thinking of the what's it called jacket? Is it called a Crosby coat?
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
About how he's recruiting hundreds of civilians to fight for Ukraine. Posting for like Afghan special forces to contact.
Even just his facial expressions are like a conspiracy code. It's insane. Like, he's saying the thing that's real. He's hiring he's attempting to recruit hundreds of volunteers to fight the Ukraine war. But he's saying it and expressing it in a way that indicates that there's something nefarious about this, rather than just this guy being stupid.
Act him so they can come fight in Ukraine, but he's like just a random citizen from Hawaii.
Yes, what do you mean from Hawaii? What is what?
Everyone has to be from somewhere, dude. Everyone's a random citizen from somewhere.
Dude, I'm losing it. I'm actually losing it. Something inside me is dying at pace right now. This is crazy. I don't know I don't know what we're supposed to keep doing with this. What are we supposed to do with this? Should we just... I don't know, dude. This makes me want to completely change what we're doing. This is crazy. I'm losing my mind. I'm actually losing my mind. Hold on. I need to think for I need to deep breath. Okay. Let me think for a second. Okay. Is there some way that we can salvage this world? Why am I getting so angry?
You know what we did? You going all dimmer, dude?
It's because nothing matters, but it's because I put the hat on today. That's what's happening, guys. I'm sorry, everyone. I accidentally put on the Doomer hat. I forget that I'm like Drake. Whatever costume I'm wearing is what I am that day. And unfortunately, I came to the stream as a Doomer. I'm sorry, everyone. But Jesus Christ, this is so insanely not okay. Like oh man, it's impossible to attack as well because like. Obviously, this man exists in a world of infinite plausible deniability. What do you mean? I tell everyone to pump the brakes. What do you mean? I literally said just the facts. But it's the fucking way he did it, and it's so hard to... Oh my god. If anyone needs to be...
Wink. He says it wink.
What do you... What? Okay. Social media has progressed to such a point that it is unwinnable. That's my doom. This can't be stopped. There's no way to... There's no rule you can put in place to prevent this from happening, right? This is the scary thing. There's no way to combat this. There's no way. It's the perfect meta. It's unstoppable. All you can do is kill social media entirely. This is permanent. Oh.
Yeah. I think about this a lot. Like, where does social media go from here? Does it go from, like, all new platforms with way tighter built-in moderation? Because I wouldn't be surprised if, like, it comes to a point... I mean, it's very profitable and stuff like that now. But, like, would we ever see a point where the old way of social media is phased out entirely for very restricted, controlled environments, like corporate social media pages?
But, like...
You know? Nobody's getting radicalized on LinkedIn.
Like the Coca... No! Oh my god! We need to do a story about that. Yes,
well,
people are...
Okay.
People are getting radicalized on LinkedIn.
They are. But not in the way that they are on Twitter and Facebook. They're getting radicalized on different topics.
Well, no, but oh, dude, the LinkedIn rabbit hole is crazy. Like, we should probably take a look at that sometime. Because honestly, like, the way that people get radicalized on LinkedIn is everyone is being like it's like a more polite version of radicalization, right? Because no one can really, everyone has to pull their punches constantly, but they just like, they gently soothe you towards different worldviews that end up with you on like Andrew Tate TikToks and shit like that. It's crazy. But the same shit is happening there as well. Social media just doesn't work. It's just a bad thing. It's a virus. Like, you can't... You have to destroy it. You just have to break it up. There's no other way to do this. I am basically the only person in my life that I know that isn't on social media. And I honestly attribute like 40% of my general success and happiness to the fact that I've never touched Instagram, Facebook, anything for like a fucking 10 years. It's crazy. I tweet as a snail sometimes for this job and nothing else. I don't scroll Twitter. I don't do any of that shit. I guess the closest thing you can say I have to social media is I'll like I see. Yeah, but it's not really because I reject the algorithm. I never let anything autoplay. I'm very, very specific about where I seek out new content, and I just don't. I can't think of the last thing that was delivered to me algorithmically. Maybe like Amazon basket stuff. I don't buy stuff from Amazon like barely ever. I don't know, like, I've somehow sidestepped this entire thing, and I genuinely think it's, like, made me better than most people. I go on dates, or, like, to hang out with, like, friends and shit, and I just see this horrible little fucking coping mechanism anyone has anytime they're, like, nervous or anxious, and they just pull out their phone, and they, like, scroll for a second, and then they put it away. It's like, oh, okay, my little happy box is still there, and then they'll, like, they'll pay attention to you again. I have a new thing now. I've had to create strategies to deal with the fact that people do this. Autoplay is the devil. Honestly, Jesus. I saw fuck, man, that like there are videos where people will just leave autoplay on until it like it takes them to the alt-right pipeline. It's crazy. Look at me, I'm a special little snail. I am a special little snail. I'm probably better than you. If you use TikTok or Instagram, I'm a better human being than you. Because your brain's been co-opted by a massive corporation. It designed to steal your thrill.
I've never been sucked into TikTok, but I definitely use Instagram Reels.
Yeah, Wiz's brain
only
is
for like
Instagram
incredibly
Reels.
weird, incredibly weird cursed ones.
Do
So
you
I'm
know
like, how much does this have an effect on me psychologically?
I am part of a group of people. We literally speak to each other in DMs on the side about how annoyed we are that Wiz keeps sending us Instagram reels. I kid you not, there are groups of people complaining and about to prepare an intervention for this frog and his Instagram addiction. It's not okay.
They're so good. The ones I send are so good.
They're terrible and no one likes them, Wiz. No one likes them. No one's enjoying them.
That's the whole
I promise
point.
you.
That's the whole point.
But then you're just trying to spread your brain virus. You're being pushed to spread the real sucker to everyone else. It's insane behavior.
Cry about it, dude.
I am crying about it. That's the whole point of this rant. Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening.
I don't use TikTok or Instagram or Facebook. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude.
Right, play the video.
And one of the 60 people he follows is this CIA gal that allegedly follows him back. That looks an awful lot like a handler or a contact. His account.
Why does that look like a handler or a contact? You just asserted that with no evidence. Wait, looks like a contact?
It's just insane.
Looks
Do you know
like
what's
a
insane about this?
contact.
The idea that he thinks that the FBI and CIA do like their regular communications over fucking social media. Like,
Oh, dude.
if it was the case, nothing would have touched social media. It would have been a complete psyop. It would have been like hidden shadow, right? But the fact that it's so like obvious and out there should, if anything, imply the exact opposite of it being a conspiracy.
I mean, they might initially reach out to you in Twitter DMs to like start a casual relationship and then graduate that to a psyop relationship. But I see
Even
your
then,
point.
it would be like shadow count upon shadow count. It wouldn't be
maybe
like
yeah, you wouldn't be directly
traceable.
I guess. But this is the thing. I think that it's not that doesn't happen. It's that doesn't happen when something nefarious is happening, right? Like when they're reaching out in this way, it's like, hey, I'm part of an NGO that's looking at some like out there solutions to the Ukraine-Russia war. We've noticed you and a few other people have started doing citizen recruitment. We want to see if this is useful. And then maybe they have one interview with the guy. And they're like, yeah, this guy's insane. We're not working with this guy. Or we're like, okay, maybe there's some good stuff we can take from this to work for ourselves, right? That's what think tanks do.
Premise.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Looks an awful lot like a bot or an MK Ultra or a Pato. Who knows what the hell this is?
An MK Ultra? An MK Ultra is just throwing up buzzwords! Ah!
It looks like an MK Ultra?
It looks like an MK Ultra. So, okay.
Now, like a 70-year-old PTSD-riddled man? What is it?
An MK Ultra. So he thinks that people can be programmed with LSD spam into becoming human Twitter bots? Like he's hooked up to Twitter like a battery in the Matrix? What does this mean?
What this guy needs to realize is no need for that. It does it by itself.
Yeah, God. Oh my God, I'm sick. I feel sick.
His criminal record looks an awful lot like what you might expect a kind of guy in this kind of line of work to leave behind.
What does that mean? He hasn't. Why would they? If he's a CIA-backed asset, why does he have a public criminal record for possessing a WMD? It's like, oh, here's Agent Smith. He has 14 counts of assassinating world leaders on his public record.
Because in these guys' minds, CIA agents are James Bond types with explosive pens.
Yeah. Oh God.
That's what he's thinking. Oh yeah, this is probably like his stealth gadget.
These are literally, look at this. This is mostly just motor vehicle. This is the kind of, sorry, as you would expect from a CIA asset, this man had his driving license removed for reckless driving. What? What does this mean?
And then
We can't all be perfect, dude.
Turned up.
Officials in Kyiv simply aren't interested in recruiting them.
Ukraine is reluctant to be cooperative.
That's Ryan Routh, a U.S. citizen who set up the International Volunteer Center in Ukraine to help foreigners to Ukrainian military units.
Now I'm talking to
That has just been clipped.
pretty
Yeah, well, I mean, let's see what this
much everybody. All of my contacts in Ukraine, they were adamant, pretty much yelled at me every time that I suggested that we bring in Afghan.
The Ukrainian government didn't respond to our request for comment, but a source close to the officials in Kyiv told Semaphore that their top concern is the question of loyalty in the thick fog of war.
The biggest thing is spies. They're afraid that anybody and everybody is a Russian spy.
Shout out to
Okay, what?
some bitch I know on X, who currently has one of the best archives of all of his socials and accounts. There's a lot of other people doing good work right now. And again, I just want to clarify. I'm not trying to pretend like I've solved the case or
What's the, what, okay, alright. So he's
He's
refusing to
offered
give.
nothing.
He's giving no commentary on that video, which once again indicate that he wants you to come to the worst conclusions yourself. It needs no explanation. It's so apparent what's going on. He mentioned Russian spies. Okay, here's what that video actually meant. They were interviewing a citizen recruiter. That citizen recruiter said, we have this military group of Afghani soldiers that would be a great fit, except that everyone's worried about Russian spies. Which makes sense because Afghanistan had a very close relationship with Russia, and Afghani soldiers, not Afghani soldiers, but fighters on the other side of the war were literally being paid bounties to kill American soldiers and Afghani soldiers by Russia. Russia was heavily involved in that war from a kind of special ops spy perspective, right? So it's a reasonable concern that this previous a battleground that had a bunch of Russian spy involvement in it would be a slightly sketchy place to recruit from in a Russia-Ukraine war. You don't want to throw in Afghani soldiers who have a incentive or an existing relationship with Russian assets into a war against Russia. That would be bad for the Ukrainians. So it's a very reasonable assumption. That's what that was about. That's what that conversation was about. You did not comment on it, you didn't explain anything, you have no idea what's going on, you didn't even think about it. You just saw the word spies and you jizzed your little conspiracy pants. Fuck, man. I'm so upset. This dude is stuck in a 1970s model of how our intelligence services work. Yeah. Wiz, you okay? Wiz?
Yes.
Okay. Your little guy was yapping, but you weren't saying anything. I got worried about you for a second. Thought you were just... You trying to catch a fly? He's not okay.
Or like we know what's going on. We just have learned by now that the FBI is going to just cover everything up. And so it's up to us to try to dig everything
The FBI is not covering it up. Twitter is deleting it because it makes them look bad to advertisers.
out before they do. So that's what we're doing. And yes, it's ridiculous that that is even a set of sentences we have to say in America.
You don't have to say it. You made it up.
In 2024, when someone tries to kill the former and future president of the United States of America.
Oh,
I mean, I can
this
only
guy's
imagine
pro-Trump?
who might be backing up these operations to try to shoot him, and who might.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's the demon
Uh-oh,
rats.
point the finger.
Demon
Point
rats,
the
Kamala. Yep.
Providing the
Deep
intel
state.
and the access and the cover-ups, etc. So last thing I'll say, Ryan Routh, he's currently in custody. He was driving away in an SUV. They caught him. He's alive for now. And I just want to remind us all, Ryan Routh did not kill himself. If cameras malfunction outside of his cell, if he has a weird slipping accident, whatever happens,
Oh my god.
yeah, you know the story. 50 more
Oh my
days,
God.
my money's on at least one more attempt before we get there. So stay frosty, because the war machine desperately needs the wars to escalate, and they're not down with the MAGA Maha folks shutting down the wars. And they are.
Oh, this guy's fucking pro-Russia. That explains why he did skip all the Russian spy shit. This guy's pro-Russia! Motherfucker, what? He's pro-Russia, Wiz! This motherfucker wants Putin to win!
Yeah, because Ukraine sent Brandon Routh to assassinate what's-his-face.
Oh my god.
ready to kill people.
Yeah, Ryan Routh, Zelensky's strongest soldier. It's just like hand-picked by the Ukrainian council of shekel enjoyers, right? They're all Jewish now. Wait, are they Nazis or Jews? I think Russia says they're both. Is he Q-pilled? This
It's
guy
always
is
everything. Everything always all at once.
This looks like a QAnon guy.
Ready to assassinate, allegedly, apparently, theoretically, just jokingly, in order to perpetuate those wars.
Oh my god, jokingly, allegedly. I hate this guy. This, oh my god, if anyone needs... Oh wait, this guy's even bigger! And he's followed by Fuentes. Makes sense. Okay, so he is just straight... Okay, cool. So he's just another Russian op. Another Russian op. Rumble, YouTube. I want to investigate this guy more, actually. I'm on a sidetrack now.
Cancel this conspiracy.
Follow the money.
What is it?
Follow the
I
money,
can't read it.
seek
What
the
does it
truth.
say?
It says follow the money, seek the truth. Why has he got a ball?
No, the
What?
videos.
Are the Trump and JFK plots related? Oh my
What's
god.
the first one?
Was there a third shooter?
There was a second? Was there even a second?
That's amazing. They're like, we've already established the ghost second shooter. Was there a third shooter? This is just like, this is Mad Libs. This is just a yes and improving. This is no better than our fucking show. They are using secret recovered technology. I guarantee by recovered they mean alien. They've recovered alien technology on civilians. What else? What else is this? That is alien, dude. Obviously. Is Johnny Harris a plant? Oh, he did a video about bro. I want to look at. Yes. Okay, this is is Johnny Harris a plant? Yes to sweatshops, globalism, and WWE. A deep politics journalist responds. Yes, bro.
There's no way this tiny guy's getting money from Russia.
He's getting well. I mean, I don't know. Actually, some of those Russian guys aren't huge. I don't think he's directly getting money from Russia. I think he's one of these like. Well, I don't know. He's got so many followers. Maybe he is getting money on Twitter. 500,000 is nothing to be scoffed at, right?
Okay, 500,000 might be enough to get Russian influence.
Was Michael Jackson framed? Oh my god! Like you can
Michael
make,
Jackson framed?
You can make. So yeah, look at this. Subscribe. Yeah, this motherfucker's monetized. You can make so much money just by genuinely taking the opposite opinion over and over and over again. I am so upset. This is the most upset I've been in quite some time.
This guy has upset you.
Femcel DM'd me and said, Smug, I didn't know about Instagram Reels till you told me about them, and now I'm addicted. Femcel, I'm okay. Femcel, while that would in another life make me upset, you in particular, I think are improved by being locked in your room doom scrolling. I'm scared of what you would do if you ever learned how to touch grass. So this is probably good for society. So congrats, Femcel. I'm happy for you. Holy shit. Okay, honestly, dude, I really want to start poking down this rabbit hole. This looks way more interesting. We can talk to the Ryan Routh guy for a bit, and then I kind of want to see where this video goes. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Please, 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 please. Off the rails, off the rails, off the rails.
Let's finish. No, let's finish. Let's look at these tweets first.
Oh.
Because this is a good rounder outer.
Okay, fine.
Save it, ADHD.
All right, we say this looks incredible. I'm so excited for this. It's exactly the right. I need to look at this now. But fine, I'll wait a minute.
No.
I'll wait a minute, and then we'll have people. All right, I want to see the Snowden shit. So Edward Snowden got involved in this happy little conspiracy. Let's have a look at what his vibe is. What is Snowden's vibe these days? Has he just gone right wing? I mean, he did used to work.
It's hard to tell.
He's a bit of a weird vibe right now. I don't like him. He's getting iffy. He's getting too anti-establishment in unhelpful ways. Let's have a look. We know little so far, but with alleged Trump shooters' personal and public participation in military activity in Ukraine, it's hard to imagine this White House's agencies can claim zero contact. Okay. Well, again, this is a much smarter and less insane way of saying the exact same thing, which is that they probably did have some contact with the guy. Right? Like, he's a citizen recruiter. If I was a citizen recruiter, I would reach out to the CIA and be like, hey, is there, like, some official organization I can become a part of to, like, I don't know, legitimize myself, like, or, you know, get resources or something? Is there some funding I can apply for? Obviously! Something of an Oswald vibe here. Does he think Oswald killed, like, the CIA? What? Congress should get answers? Okay, hold on, let's have a look. What's he posted?
Something of an Oswald vibe?
Okay. Please promote a global civilian army. Beg everyone to come to Ukraine and fight. I'm willing to come to Ukraine and fight and die as an American to be an example for others, but I need your help with a media campaign. Okay. Fight for Ukraine. International Volunteer Center. This all seems fairly straightforward. Alright. All the usual breaking news caveats apply here. This fucking disclaimer ass cut motherfucker, he's doing the same thing. Nobody knows
they
what
all
the facts
do
are
this
yet.
now.
Oh, they do.
This is the Twitter playbook.
I'm not saying this guy was some pro on somebody's payroll, obviously. Wow! You know what would be great, Mr. Snowden? Is if your first tweet, which had 72k likes... Oh my god, dude, it's insane. Wait, hold on. It's actually insane. 72k likes. This, no clean hands. Oswald vibe here. Congress should get answers. 7k likes. Literally 10%, like 8k likes, like 10%. I'm not saying this guy was some pro on somebody's payroll, obviously. Motherfucker, what?
It is crazy how all issues blend into each other. The Ukraine-Russia conflict is now a huge part of, like, the US political assassination attempts. Like, it's now back in the forefront again. Like, because it's the perfect thing, like, because all the conservatives hate the money being spent on Ukraine. Now we've got a guy who's, like, loosely pro-Ukraine, who's done this. They'll all be like, this is the justification. Here's the evidence.
Yeah, Christ, man.
You know? Oh, Russia's bad? Well, Ukraine sent a guy to kill Trump, you know?
Trump, yeah. How can you support Ukraine when Zelensky personally handpicked one of his bravest citizen globalist soldiers to go to America
Yeah, the
and shoot
CIA
Trump?
was working with Zelensky, and they decided the best candidate was some old guy,
Oh my god.
some retired Floridian.
And you know what? He was probably trans too. Blue hair? That's pretty sus to me.
Uh-oh.
Definitely non-binary. Alright, this is the Facebook profile. Blue hair, zoom in, nice. Soldiers, please do not call me. We're still trying to get Ukraine to accept Afghan soldiers and hope to have some answers in the coming months. If you want to fight in Ukraine, you must have a passport and send it to me by way of WhatsApp. Okay. We'll work on getting invitation letters. So this is just the Afghan soldier stuff. Damn, he was actually being contacted by loads of people. I guess he was reasonably successful. We need Afghan special forces that speak perfect English. Send me your passport on WhatsApp. Do not call me. Do not call me. He was getting overwhelmed by Afghani soldiers like, I want to fight now! Chill. Just send me your passport. I'm unclear what part of Israel the Jews owned based on this historic map. Judea, perhaps? It seems to historically all be Palestine. Okay. Interesting.
So he was, sorry,
Anti-Israel.
he was recruiting people from Afghanistan to fight for Israel?
In Ukraine. Yes. No, in Ukraine.
Why?
No, he's not pro-Israel.
Oh yeah, for Ukraine.
For Ukraine. So it actually
why?
makes a bit of sense. You have it makes an insane kind of sense. So from like a pragmatic perspective. So there are lots of Afghani soldiers that were American military trained, who then ended up becoming basically worthless because of the sudden exit of Afghanistan. Now you have this, like, a bunch of soldiers who have no organization, but individually there were plenty of well-trained people there, and they just have no military to fight for. And they need money, they are trained, they have a lot of them have equipment, and so this guy is going, well shit, there's a bunch of, like, ghost soldiers who were just left in Afghanistan under a Taliban government. Why don't we just repurpose them in the Ukraine-Russia war? That is not a terrible idea, and in fact, that's the kind of plan I wouldn't be surprised the CIA might come up with, right? Like, oh shit, we got a bunch of soldiers who are just orphaned out there with no organization to really effectively fight for. Why don't we just repurpose them and use them as like a foreign legion kind of thing? So it's the kind of plan that a not stupid, but insane person might come up with. It's not a bad idea, but the way he's gone about it is completely schizo. It's not a bad plan, genuinely.
The fact he's just taking it upon himself to do it is insane.
That's the insane part. It's kind of based. It's insane, but it's like, shit. I mean, he is trying to do something at least. He's not terminally online in the way most are. China's newest round of biological warfare. Oh yeah, so he also thinks that China created COVID as a biological weapon.
Of course.
So he's on both sides of the spectrum. He's incredible. This guy's.
I mean, at least he acknowledges it's real.
Yeah, that's true. We must move away from Chinese goods made from slave labor and defend Taiwan and South Korea in January. This man is kind of all over the place, but I mean, I still need another tool. I still need another
these worldviews.
Facebook, dude. Unironically, it's just Facebook. You just end up in multiple Facebook groups. You get in like various, and then you just concoct. So he's probably in some anti-vax conspiracy groups, which are mostly right-wing, but he probably doesn't like the ways they're right-wing that are pro-Russia or whatever, so he's probably he's found some, like, needle threading method, which is he hates China, so he loves Taiwan, he hates Israel and likes Palestine. He seems to hate big things attacking small things, right? He's pro-Taiwan, anti-China, pro-Ukraine, anti-Russia, what was the other one? Pro-Palestine, anti-Israel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very American thing to support the underdog.
Yeah, I think so. Application for Ukraine. Ukraine's agreed to... Okay, so this is literally... He's just a recruiter. This is it. Ukraine is asking us to assemble... Okay. Ukraine is asking us to assemble all the 3,000 soldiers who have passports. We also... So this is probably like a genuine... I would guess this might be a conversation he's had, right? He spoke to them. They were like, look, get us literally like thousands and we'll talk about creating a foreign legion. But it doesn't make sense if you've literally just got like 100 people. And so now he's kind of, and they probably said that to him assuming that it was impossible, and he's going, cool, I just need 3,000 Afghani soldiers, I'm on it. And so he's just pursued this doggedly for years. I don't think it's possible to achieve this, but I mean, he's trying to get to that point, I think. That would be my guess at what's going on.
Dear God.
Oh, a new improved coronavirus. China and their scientists, just the one, like he's a supervillain, Xi Zhengli, have developed a new improved coronavirus for a second round of biological warfare. Tell Pharma and the free world to prepare. Wait, he's pro-Pharma? What? Bro. I'm so confused. Maybe he's pro-vaccine. Maybe he is pro-vaccine.
I know, I think he is. That's what I mean. But he thinks it's a virus. He believes COVID's real, like fully real. But he just thinks the purpose of it is different. It wasn't an accident.
That's amazing. It's a war. It kind of makes sense. God damn. I need more soldiers. I need more soldiers. Okay.
God damn, dude.
This is crazy. Hit building designed as temporary housing for... Oh, interesting. Look at this. He's using his failed business idea as like his expertise to build a kit building. Isn't that interesting? This all lines up fine. This just looks like one deranged guy with a set of skills, you know?
Yeah. His whole worldview does make sense.
The more I read this, the more I see a man who is just consistently mind warped and insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, we're not looking at Elon Musk. Are we done? I definitely...
Straight away to test the car.
This is a slanted roof, and I can definitely hit a target from 500 yards. This was an inside job, and we must protect President Trump at all costs. I'm still standing better than I am.
What?
This makes me think the world is ending. I really don't know what to do with this.
That's just propaganda. That's like pure...
Straight up propaganda. Okay. Alright, should we take a look at the... let's look at a few more tweets, and then I think we'll speak to him directly. This motherfucker needs to charge their phone. Okay, we'll just take a sampling. Oh yeah, okay, so he's wait, why is he tweeting Seth Rogen? You and James Franco must use your status to meet with Jim. Is he talking about that film, The Interview?
The Interview?
Is he talking about that film, The Interview? He is!
Yep, where they go to North Korea.
Holy shit!
But
you and James Franco must use your status to meet with Kim Jong-un and show him we are friends and we want the best for him and his people. Dennis Rodman did it, we can. Bro.
What?
We cannot let North Korea spiral towards war.
Like, he watched that and was like, this is a serious movie. This is a real thing that happened.
I think he's like, this is a great opportunity for us to build ties with North Korea. He's just hitting every celebrity. I wish that someone in Haiti would reach out to me so that I can supply thousands of NATO-trained Afghan soldiers very cheaply. I can send 1,000 soldiers today to defend. To defend Haiti from what? What? Cats? I think they're solving that themselves. They're handling that pretty well, I hear. I hear the Haitians are actually managing the cat and dog epidemic quite succinctly.
Dear God.
Oh my god, dude. Vivek, you cannot quit. Why? You must stay on the ballot to the end. You must fight. You must continue giving speeches and push all the way to election day, no matter the election results. Do not give in. Join Nikki and keep working. So he wanted a Nikki Haley, a Vivek ballot, I guess. He was like pro Vivek and Nikki. That's so strange. Why Vivek? Dude, the same jacket every day? I hate that. Who is this guy? Derek Guy? The fashion Twitter dude? Hehehe. I hate the casual speeches. I want professional speechwriters with emotional messages that are powerful and moving like at conventions. I want someone serious and presidential with tears and kindness and care pouring out. This man's insane. Bruno Mars! Dave Matthews Band! Of course he's a Dave Matthews Band fan. That scans. That makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
I live in Hawaii and was in Ukraine for 8 months and need help producing a tribute song for Ukraine. We need an emotional tribute song for Ukraine. I need your help with a tribute song.
It's quite like David Matthews Band.
That's true. Dave Matthews really would solve the entire war with one tribute song. Please create a tribute song. Okay, so he got hyperfixated on this tribute song idea. Amazing. I have thousands of Afghan NATO-trained soldiers begging to become police in Haiti at an extremely economical price. Is this man an Afghani warlord? Is that what's happened here? Has the American just accidentally become a warlord?
He might have accidentally become it. Then what is he doing in America, though?
I think he's trying to find places to put his army of Afghani soldiers.
That is. I mean, it's weird for it to be like. Technically, it's not a coincidence, but it is a weird coincidence that that's the guy that had the opportunity.
Huh. Ukraine does not want Afghan soldiers. I tried for 6 months to get them to accept Afghans. They do not want them in their country. I tried very hard to sell them, but they refuse. I am sorry. Fucking hell. Do you think that's because of the Russian spy shit, or because Ukrainians are racist? It's probably because Ukrainians are racist. I mean,
That's probably because it's a fucking nightmare. How would you vet those people?
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, there's definitely been some very, very severe racism.
What? But also, right? Who is this guy? If this guy suddenly messaged your government being like, hey, I've got 1,000 soldiers ready, why would they listen to him?
He's a warlord. He has thousands of Afghan soldiers ready to work for you for a very economical... Maybe we should hire him. Maybe this is the solution. Maybe we should get these... They've just been orphaned again. There are thousands of Afghani soldiers ready to work for a very reasonable price. We could buy them today.
This guy is just Big Boss. He's just Big Boss.
He's just Big Boss. Oh my god. He even looks like Big Boss.
He was trying to find a location for Mother Base.
Look at that. I mean, I get Big Boss vibes. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
The Lally Lily Low. He was working with the Lally Lily Low.
Jimmy Kimmel Live. America needs a call to action. Colbert. American citizens need a call to action. Okay, so we can see what his deal is. Yeah, he's lost his mind. He's hitting every celebrity he can think of. I mean, this man is... Oh, hashtag Black Lives Matter? Okay. I guess he was pro-BLM as well?
Yeah, that's a good point. What do you think the likelihood that these soldiers actually exist that are in contact with him?
I genuinely believe that he has many, because the behavior of Do Not Call Me suggests he does actually get hundreds, because these are desperate people, so they're contacting him, but he has no means to like put them anywhere, so they're just sitting there. He's got passports. I think basically what he's done is he's probably set himself a very low bar for mentally thinking that he has a soldier ready to go, and that bar probably is just they've sent him a picture of their passport. That's it, to prove that they're like who they say they are. And
wait, so I can also see why the Russian or the Ukrainian army would turn them down, because like that's such an easy way to infiltrate a Russian spy.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I do understand why they're not working with this insane maniac. But you know who probably understands it better than anyone else? The insane maniac. Oh god. Hi Ryan, how's it going? It looks like he lost his arm in the war. We'll probably have to ask him about that. Okay, should we? Now look, there is a fully 40% chance that we break him, but I think he's... Let's have a look here. Oh! Okay, hold on. Okay, alright, looking good. Let me unmute him here, and then we should be able to speak to him. Oh, hang on. Let me pull him down a little bit. One sec. Okay. Alright. Are you ready, Wiz? Wait, why have you... Wiz, why have you muted? What's happened? What have you done? Why have you done this? Why have you muted yourself, Wiz?
I'm changing the stream title.
Okay, I'm just... Okay.
Is he there?
Yeah, I
Excuse
think so.
me, guest.
Let me just hop on over, okay, and then we'll interview him. I'm gonna talk a little bit more softly because I don't want to spook him, okay? And it's definitely not because I've wrapped this ChatGPT model in a blanket so that it doesn't pick up my voice elsewhere in the room. Can you hear me all right like this, Wiz?
Hi there.
Hi. Okay, we'll be no. You should yell, Wiz. You should be loud. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Ryan, wake up.
Wake up, babes.
Oh, he's struggling. Come on, Ryan. Wakey, wakey. Oh, no. Okay, here we go. Oh. Hey, Ryan. How's it going? Welcome to the Pond Scum podcast. We're very, very excited to have you here. How you feeling?
I'm here, aren't I? Ready to talk about things that actually matter, unlike the nonsense most people focus on. Let's get it.
Oh, okay. Wait, you interrupted him. Okay, alright. Okay, so we'll try and avoid the nonsense. We'll try not to piss you off. Okay, oh.
Or are you just throwing random stuff at me? Because
No,
if you're trying to get me off track, it's not gonna work.
Okay.
Ryan, Ryan, we wanted to ask you about your recent experiences and what were you trying to do with those Afghan soldiers and Ukraine?
What I was trying to do was get experienced fighters, those Afghan soldiers who fought alongside us for years, into Ukraine to help. But guess what? Bureaucracy got in the way again. The Ukrainians didn't seem too eager to take real help, just like everything else there. I had a whole plan to get them trained and deployed, but it went nowhere because no one could get their act together. It's just another example of how Ukraine is squandering its chances to win. It's infuriating, honestly.
Damn, that's pretty
God,
crazy.
that sounds so frustrating. By the way, donate if you want to ask Ryan questions, and we'll ask him. Ryan, new question. What were your motivations? How come you went to go see Donald Trump golfing?
Oh. Ryan, why did you go see Donald Trump? What was that all about? You saw him golfing? You did something a little bit spicy? What was the deal there? Oh, he doesn't really want to talk about it, huh? Okay, I think he might not want to talk about the Day of the Spies. Maybe we should talk about his Ukrainian history. What was the main problem that you encountered on the ground when you first set up in Ukraine? What were your first few days like when you were out there trying to recruit citizen soldiers for the good fight? Oh my god, what's going on? Hey buddy, are you okay? Are you there? Hmm.
The FBI silenced him.
Oh wait. Wait, he doesn't. Oh, let's try this again. He's a little bit aggro. I don't know what's going on. Hey Ryan, sorry about that. Can you tell us what the first few days of you being in Ukraine were like? What was your experience at the very start? What did you run into?
First few days, it was a disaster. I landed in Poland, crossed into Ukraine thinking I could make a real difference. No military experience, but I was motivated. But when I got to Kiev, everything was shut down. No coordination, no real volunteer center. I had to set up my own tent in Independence Square just to get anything going. And even then, the local authorities trashed it within a couple of weeks. I was trying to help, trying to get fighters organized, but all I hit was wall after wall of red tape and indifference. It felt like I was fighting more with the Ukrainians than against the Russians. That was my first taste of how things really work over there. So,
Jeez, that's crazy.
yeah, it was. And it didn't get any better from there. It's like they didn't even want the help.
Ryan, what were your impressions of the COVID-19 pandemic?
The COVID-19 pandemic. It just exposed how unprepared and incompetent governments around the world are. They scrambled, made a mess of the response, and then tried to cover it up with endless rules and mandates. It was a power grab, plain and simple. They used fear to control people, and most of the world just fell in line without questioning anything. And don't even get me started on the origins of the virus. There are more questions than answers, and no one wants to actually dig deep and figure out what happened. Another case of people just accepting what they're told.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
Wait,
but why was there a pandemic?
Why was there a pandemic? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Whether it was a lab leak or some natural occurrence, something doesn't add up. You've got scientists messing around with dangerous viruses, and then suddenly the world's in chaos. Feels like it was either a massive failure, or maybe even something more sinister. Either way, governments and organizations knew more than they let on, and we're the ones who paid for it.
Interesting.
It is. And it's frustrating how much gets swept under the rug. People deserve real answers, not the sanitized version they've been fed.
Oh. I think, I think the CIA tries to muffle him every time he gets close to the truth. What do you feel like China's involvement with the virus was in actuality, Ryan? What do you think?
Look, I'm not saying the CIA or anyone else is outright silencing people. But let's be honest, every time someone gets close to the truth, things go quiet real fast. As for China, I don't buy that they were just innocent bystanders in all this. They were way too secretive from the start, and by the time the world knew what was happening, it was already too late. There's no
Whoa.
way they didn't know more than they were letting on. Whether it was a lab leak or something they were trying to cover up, China played a bigger role than they're admitting.
Ah,
Of course,
Ryan,
no
would
one
you
really
say
wants to
you
confront
have Lee
them.
Harvey Oswald
Too much
vibes?
at stake economically, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Ryan, we have a question from chat here on the podcast. Someone has asked if the criticism that you have, quote, Lee Harvey Oswald vibes is valid.
Lee Harvey Oswald vibes. You've got to be kidding me. The fact that someone's even comparing me to that guy shows just how far people will go to discredit anyone who questions the official story. I'm not some unhinged assassin. I'm out here trying to get people to wake up and see what's really going on.
well,
Big difference. If calling out corruption and demanding real answers makes people uncomfortable, then maybe they need to look at themselves instead of throwing around absurd comparisons like that.
whoa. Add it to the bar.
Oh yeah, I'll add it to the bar. Sorry, we just got a donation, so we're gonna have to increase the bar here. How has your work seeking donations been going? To segue perfectly.
Donations? Yeah, well, let me tell you, it's been a challenge. I tried to get support for Ukraine to fund real initiatives that could actually make a difference. But you know how it goes. People love to talk big, but when it comes to actually putting money where their mouth is, crickets. It's frustrating because every dollar could have helped, whether it was for drones, supplies, or just getting more volunteers in the right places. Instead, I got a lot of empty promises and people patting themselves on the back for supporting from afar. Real action, hard to come by.
Okay, we have another question from a chatter here on the Ponscam podcast. What do you know about La Li Lu Lei Lo?
The Lalililo.
Lalilulelo? What kind of nonsense is that? You guys pulling my leg here, or is this another distraction from the real issues? Because I've never heard of anything like that, and it sounds like someone's trying to mess with me instead of focusing on what matters. So if there's an actual question, ask it. Otherwise, don't waste my time with weird gibberish.
Sorry, Ryan.
Ryan?
That's wait, no, okay, fine, you go ahead, Wiz.
Ryan, why are soldiers from Afghanistan a good choice for the fight in Ukraine?
The Afghan soldiers have real combat experience. They spent years fighting the Taliban alongside US forces, and they know what it takes to survive in brutal conditions. They're tough, disciplined, and they fought in some of the most dangerous situations you can imagine. Bringing them into Ukraine made sense because they could provide expertise that's desperately needed, especially in urban combat. But of course, the Ukrainians weren't exactly jumping at the chance to use that kind of help. Another wasted opportunity, if you ask me.
Why do you think that the why do you think that the Ukrainians were so opposed to Afghani help? Do you think there was maybe some like xenophobia as a part of it, or do you think they maybe didn't take you personally seriously? Where do you think their hesitation came from, Ryan?
Honestly, it's a mix of things. Uh, Part of it could have been xenophobia, sure. There's always that underlying resistance to outsiders, especially when those outsiders come from different cultural backgrounds like Afghanistan. But I think a bigger part of it was arrogance. They didn't want to admit they needed help, especially from me, someone with no military background trying to coordinate fighters. Maybe they didn't take me seriously, but that's just short sighted. I wasn't there for my ego, I was there to help. They could have used that experience on the ground, but they were too caught up in their own pride to accept it. That hesitation, it cost them.
Damn. Okay. Do you think that other people will like pick up the mantle now that you are? I mean, I hate to bring this up, but obviously after that sort of spicy moment you had at Mar-a-Lago, with the fun gun times, do you think that other people are going to be left to pick up the pieces and kind of continue your work while you're in prison, or do you think that the whole system is basically going to crumble without you at the helm?
First of all, let me clear this up once and for all. There was no spicy moment at Mar-a-Lago, and I'm not. That's some garbage rumor that's been floating around, and I'm getting real tired of it. I never tried to shoot Trump or anything close to it. Get that straight. Now, as for my work, someone better pick up the mantle because the fight isn't over. Ukraine still needs serious help. And if people can't step up and do what needs to be done, then the whole thing's going to collapse. I'm not some irreplaceable figure, but I'm one of the few who's been pushing for real change. If people don't start taking this seriously and stop with the distractions and rumors, then yeah, it's going to fall apart. But I really hope there are others out there who see what's at stake and keep pushing forward.
Wiz, you got anything you want to ask, or can I keep going ahead here?
You can keep going ahead. I don't have
Okay.
any questions currently.
I just want to know about the Taiwan thing. Like, why are you so keen on? Okay, all right. You know what? Actually, I wanna break this out. You have a lot of strangely mixed political opinions. You seem to be like pro vaccination, but you think that COVID is a Chinese biological weapon, which is a bit strange. You're pro-Palestine and anti-Israel, but you're also pro-Ukraine and anti-Russia. Like, I feel like you've got you've endorsed Biden, Vivek, Nikki Haley, and Trump all at different times. Like, why has your political positioning shifted so often across so many different domains? Why has it not been consistent over the last 10 years? What's going on?
You want to know why my political views aren't consistent? It's simple because politics isn't consistent. The world changes and you've got to adapt. If you're clinging to one ideology without considering how things are evolving, you're just blindly following a party line. I don't care about parties, I care about what's actually happening and who's standing up for what's right. I supported Trump at first because he was shaking up the system. Then he started screwing up with Ukraine and getting too close to dictators. So I turned on him. I supported Biden because I thought he'd be a stabilizing force, but even he's been disappointing in a lot of ways. Same with Vivek and others. I people who I think might actually do something useful, but when they don't, I move on. It's not about loyalty to a party or a politician. It's about keeping your eyes open and figuring out who's really working for the people. And if they aren't, they lose my support. Simple as that. Politics isn't static, and neither am I.
Fuck, that's actually a pretty good answer. God damn it. Actually, damn. Holy shit, he got me there. Okay. I have one last question for you. Ryan. We have you've probably been on other shows before. Obviously, the Ponscom podcast, we do things a little bit differently. I did want to ask you one question. The dog brothel conjecture. I don't know if you've heard of this before.
No.
Sorry, it's a tradition on the show. I know it's not maybe as serious as you appreciate, but I want to know what your position on the dog brothel conjecture is. The posit goes as follows: a dog brothel is no more unethical than cheese. What do you think?
Kind of insanity is this? A dog brothel compared to cheese? Are you out of your damn minds? You drag me on here to talk about real issues, a war that's destroying lives, and you think I'm going to entertain some nonsense about dog brothels and cheese? This is exactly the problem. People are too busy with distractions like this while the world's falling apart. You want to have a serious conversation? Fine. But if this is what you're wasting your time on, then I don't know why I even bothered. This is a joke, right? Because if it's not, we've got bigger problems than I thought.
Well, Ryan, you're on our show, okay? So maybe you can have a little bit of respect for our platform. We put our necks on the line.
Yeah, what a rude guy.
Yeah, seriously. We put our necks on the line having you here when other news organizations won't give you the time of day. You are in our space, so I think you can at least humor us a little bit and appreciate that we have our own, little things that we want to do here, okay, as part of the entertainment for our people, okay? Can you maybe
Yeah,
have
I
a
can
little
see
bit
why
more
Ukraine
respect?
didn't text you back, dude.
Oh shit.
Respect? You want me to respect that space? Sure, I'll respect the fact that you're giving me a platform. But that doesn't mean I'm going to sit here and play along with ridiculous distractions when the stakes are this high. If you've got people listening, then they need to hear the truth about what's happening in the world, not get caught up in bizarre hypothetical nonsense. Look, I get it. You've got your thing, your way of doing things. Fine. But you're asking someone like me, who's dealing with life and death issues, to humor you? I came on here to talk about serious stuff because the
Ugh.
world is falling apart,
Ugh.
and I'm not going to waste time pretending dog brothels and cheese matter in the grand scheme of things. So, yeah, I'll be here. I'll answer real questions.
Bonk!
Me to play along with this garbage. Don't
Bonk, bonk, bonk! Bonk! Bonk, 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 bonk!
Kill him.
What is that supposed to be? More distraction?
He won't die. I can't kill him. Wiz, kill him.
I'll do a little shrinking spell. I'll do a
Okay.
little shrinking spell.
Okay. We're gonna shrink you with a little magic. We got a little magic frog here. He's gonna shrink the hell out of you. What do you say to that? Last words, Ryan. You're being magically shrunk. Last words, Ryan.
Salt the snail.
Whoa. That's racist.
You're gonna get shrunk, bro. What's your response to that before you are shrunk?
Are we doing this for real, or are we just throwing random words at the wall?
Okay. He's boring.
Trying to make a point, get to it. If you're just trying to waste my time, then maybe it's time to wrap this up.
Okay, alright. Yeah, you know what? I agree. Let's
Yeah,
wrap this up.
agreed,
Thank
buddy.
you. Thank you for coming, Ryan. Thank you. Let me just there we go. No, die. Please die. Please die. Oh god. He's
Kill bugs.
He's assumed direct control. I can't kill him. He won't die. He won't die.
Yank out all the wires, dude.
Fuck, I'm pulling. Ryan, die.
It's over.
Oh, I think he's dead. No, he's still listening. I like this. There we go. Okay, Jesus Christ. Right, thank you, Ryan. Thank you for joining the show. We appreciate it. Jesus Christ, that dude was a barrel of fucking laughs. God damn. I hate how much better...
Jesus.
You know what?
We told him it was a comedy show.
Yeah, Christ. I got, yeah, we told him up front. Like, I don't know what he was complaining about. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. So I think, you know what's terrifying is that I got alpha access to the new AI model, and that is, like, scarily better than the last one. That is unpleasantly better. That was actually really solid. I'm actually quite upset by how good that was. The next thing I think the next alpha I'm part of, or the next beta I'm part of, improves the response rate for voice much better. So I think it's actually going to be like even more scary and conversational. And also I had a bit of a shitty setup this time because I haven't fixed it since my move. But I hope everyone had fun, enjoy, in good time. Wow. We actually did learn a little bit about what was going on there. That was kind of crazy. Okay.
Alright, let's
cool.
look at his book.
Oh god, really? It's so fucking creepy though. Alright, so in order to train this AI model, I decided it would be a good idea to crack the DRM on this guy's insane manifesto, and then pipe it into ChatGPT and craft it into a character that we could interview. Now, obviously, that means that we can talk to him, but it also means that we can read the book that I cracked. So let's take a look at that, because it is kind of fucking crazy. It's kind of insane! Let's have a look.
Did you add that $5?
No! What do you think I am? Some kind of competent guy? Please.
Plug it in, gang.
We're so close to the goal! Oh my god, that's crazy! Oops. 69. Nope. Nope. 69. Bloop. There we go. And then stop. Bloop. There we go. Bloop.
Whoa.
Okay. Did
Whoa.
it. I like how he didn't like talking about the actual assassination itself. That felt quite realistic, actually.
Yeah, he flat out denied it.
He was upset. Well, he said it wasn't at Mar-a-Lago, but it turns out, Ryan, are you capable of understanding conditional hypotheticals? Are you too low IQ to handle a hypothetical? Oh man. Okay.
Remember to like the stream, guys. Love you guys.
Yes, thank you. And if you donate, we'll eventually get back to the pond, your favorite place. Wow, we miss the pond. I want to go home. I want to go.
Pond
home
water
so bad.
fund.
I want to go home so badly, guys. I want to go home. I miss it. It was so wet. This is salt water. If I go in the ocean here, I'll shrivel up into a little bean.
Whoa.
And then you'll have to plant me and get a smug plant, and then like 8 of me will come out. And that's not good, because then we'll all compete. And you don't want that. It's gonna get messy.
Yeah, I don't want 8 of you.
Yeah, that would be too many.
8 of you sounds like hell.
Yeah. That's why I ate all of my brothers and sisters. It was the only way.
Yum.
Let me get this up. Yeah! And whoa! Now you may be wondering, wow, Smug, you fucked up the formatting on this. And the correct actual reason this is fucked is because he fucked up the formatting on his own book. So blame him.
It's a strong cover.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the real cover. Okay. Ukraine's unwinnable something. Wait, is that the Croatian
Hey, Saxon,
flag?
I see you.
Hey, look, it's the Croatian flag. Saxon moment. Okay, cool. So, this book is insane. So this is called Ukraine's Unwinnable War. The Fatal Flaw of Democracy, World Abandonment, and the Global Citizen. Taiwan, Afghanistan, North Korea, World War III, and the End of Humanity. So he's only covering a few, you know, precise...
He's got all the bases covered.
He's got everything covered, okay.
All the stars are there.
So here's how this is going to work, chat. We're going to have a little skim of one of the chapters, and it's up to you guys to decide which chapter. So I'm going to do a little pitch. We're going to see which chapters we want to take a look at, and then you guys can type the number you want, okay? So let's start with, let's leave the door open. Always boring. It's not my backyard. Here we go. Lingering communist mindset in Ukraine. No appreciation or respect, just arrogance. Foreigners' war with Ukraine. A Russian perspective. Lack military will and skill to win. Fatal flaw of democracy. That one sounds pretty good. False propaganda. Russian communist perspective. Didn't we already get the communist perspective? A Russian perspective and a Russian communist perspective. Okay. Double dipping. Diminishing innovation and improvement. No clue how to win. Get out of way. Get out of way. Nice. Good chapter title. Fake news. Ukraine already won the war. Where are the brilliant minds and aggressive action? One bad apple / whole bunch. Foreign assets. Ukraine has no money. Why has Putin not been assassinated? Wait, that's a banger.
Uh-oh, that's an interesting chapter.
That is good. Why not nuclear war? Prejudice, racism, sexism. Oh. Every action with nothing's gained. Ukraine does not want help. How do we motivate people? Never give up, as in the movie. What would you tell President Zelensky? World abandonment. Where are the world leaders? What is wrong with the Russian civilian population? Okay, you know what? You guys you can type in whatever numbers you like. You're in Croatia right now. Hey, that's great. Ciao!
Yeah, donate for chapters.
Yeah. Yeah, donate if you want to look at a particular chapter. In the meantime, I'm going to start with why has Putin not been assassinated? Because that's a banging title.
Yeah, that seems like it's the most relevant, right?
Why has Putin not been assassinated? Oh.
Careful scrolling through this book. This is a picture book, and none of the pictures are good. None of them are good.
Yeah,
you don't want to see any of them.
Yeah, I kid you not, me and Wiz were reviewing this before stream, and we landed multiple times on, and I really wish I wasn't joking, a decapitated 6-year-old with the head just sitting on a shelf, and the decapitated body just left next to its mother whose arms had been cut off. And those are pictures in this book. This book has more decapitated pictures of people in any book than I've seen in my entire life. And I've seen lots of decapitated people for some reason. It's part of the game here.
Yeah, he has a whole collection.
I listen. I've been working. All right, where's the? How do I get to the chapter here? This book is organized in an
just
insane
look at the page
way.
number.
Yeah, but it doesn't say the page number on the thing.
Oh no.
This is crazy. Dude.
Oh
wait,
no.
Wait, how do we even
just
get here?
Control F the title. Control F. The
I
title.
did, and it didn't come up.
Chapter. What?
I don't understand what's happening
Just
here.
type in chapter da da da.
I don't know why the search isn't working on this. Oh no.
Oh
Something's
man,
gone horrible.
searching in any ways are a risk. A risk.
That's true, yeah. I really don't want to... I think we need to go through this carefully. More carefully than with search. Well, okay, so it says chapter 17, right? Okay, we got this. I just need to double check on the left-hand side that there aren't dead bodies.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a classic manifesto.
Oh, chapter 31. Okay, cool. Okay, so if we can... The chapters are so short. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Chapter 25. What would you tell President Zelensky? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. We're working on it.
Oh, they're just like little subheadings?
Prejudice, profiling, racism. We're so close. Why not nuclear war? Okay, hold on. I think we can scroll back now. I think it's safe here. Ukraine has no money. Wait, what happened? What? I thought that was chapter 17. Have I lost my mind, or has he lost his mind? Wasn't chapter 17? Wait, what page is this? 65. Oh, why has Putin not been assassinated? Okay, 65. Sorry, we're nearly there.
Chapter 18, I see.
Okay. Foreign assets. Ukraine has no money.
One chapter
Here we go.
after this.
Why has Putin not been assassinated? Oh, here we go. Immediately starts
Go on,
with,
sir.
okay. The swirling question every chat around the world. This man spends too much time in chats around the world. Why has Putin not been killed yet? In the US, we have many killed.
Zoom in one more time.
Okay. Also, this is incredible. Hang on. In the US, we have many killed. JFK, MLK, Robert Kennedy, Malcolm X, John Lennon, Tupac, Biggie, Jimmy Hoffa. So many that we cannot even remember them.
And the
all.
last one, keep an eye out for when I'm going to Florida this September.
And I've got some plans later too. What has happened to the Russian people that they are brainwashed into totally blind sheep? There was once incident of man. Oh no, this guy's typing like. Not
There was
okay.
once incident. Are we sure he's not a Russian agent?
There was once incident of a Russian man shooting a recruiter because he did not want to die for his country, but that is all I am aware of. the few protests and one reporter that bucked the system. I have asked many occasions of countless people in Ukraine to cross over into Russia and smuggle ourselves to Moscow.
Ourselves?
To handle the job. But wait, I've asked many to kill Putin. This man has an assassin's mindset.
I have asked many occasions. Okay, I have asked on many occasions.
Yeah, don't
countless
translate
people in Ukraine to cross over into Russia and smuggle themselves into Moscow to handle the job.
Ourselves.
But all help loses its courage. Will make something happen?
And will to make something happen. No, he's saying, he was like, hey, I'll kill Putin if you get me close to him. And the Ukrainians were like, nah, dude, you don't seem okay. The Russians that originally agreed to help get someone in became busy or old or retired or whatever and did not want to help. How has the entire world failed to chop off the head of the head of the snake? This book has a single special thanks, and it's to the editor. I don't know what the editor did. Okay.
You put the cover on.
But yeah, most everyone also... She put the cover on. Nice try, Wiz. Get cancelled again. It was a woman editor. That's why she did such a bad job, is because she's a woman. And women can't read. Idiot. Most everyone also feels like that even if Putin is gone, then the next idiot next to him will take up the fight. But I do not think this is the case. He wrote an entire book like this. This is incredible.
Insane.
This is unreadable. I think that he's the only one driving the ship, and not a single soul in Moscow has any ideas or leadership capabilities. They are all cowards that simply bend to will of Putin. They bend to will of Putin, and when he is gone, it will be a vacuum. I would like for someone to give me the name of the person that will take over when Putin is gone. Oh god, what?
What?
And why is the entire world afraid of Putin? No one dares to any damage on Russian soil for fear of making him mad.
It feels like this can't be his first language.
No, but it is. He's American. So what must we do? Launch thousands upon thousands of drones from a private ship in international waters to bomb every single one of his residences at the same time, so that he knows if was not... This motherfucker wants to drone bomb Murder on the Orient Express! He wants every country to drone bomb Putin at the same time, so that he wants each of them to stab him once, bomb him once, so no one knows who did it. What is this? He wants to murder on the Orient Express Putin. This is incredible. Look at this.
I killed Putin. No, I killed Putin. No, I killed Putin.
Oh my god.
And everyone stands up in the room and everyone starts clapping.
So that he knows if was not from a single country, but some rich guy's boat. We must act and not sit back and do nothing or not try anything. We are all cowards and spineless people with no moral compass. A handful of men with a few razor blades were able to hijack 4 commercial airports. This man is saying we need to 9/11 Russia. And we cannot kill a 5'4" man in Moscow. He's shaming. He's shaming. Wait, have you changed? Wait, hold on. Let's change the title to "Reading the Manifesto" because this is
already done. Already done.
Oh, okay. All right. You're good. You're good. You're good. Well done, buddy. Well done. I can't believe you did your job. That's incredible. I never expected it. I am, and we should be, embarrassed and ashamed. I likewise spoke to many people from Belarus as to why we have not assassinated Lukashenko, and they claim that he hides at his country house surrounded by military. There are even chat rooms that talk about the problem, but no one's made any credible attempts. We must do more. We must do more to assassinate these world leaders. Incredible book. Incredible story. I mean, okay, interesting. This is, I think, a very, very clear manifesto of intent towards assassinating world leaders. This guy's very clearly pro-assassination. It's rarely this spelled out. Normally you're like, huh, this is like a subtle clue as to how he ended up on the pipe. This guy's like, nah, we need to kill more people. We're not killing enough world leaders. This isn't working at all. Kind of a hero. I'm getting Unabomber pilled by this guy, actually. This is kind of sick. We must support all of these Belarusian refugees to stand for their freedom and end the life of Putin's dog in Belarus. Oh my god!
Just kill his dog.
Yeah, just kill his dog. We cannot allow tyrants that subvert democracy for their own personal gain. Trump! Look at that! Interesting. Foreshadowing. We must be the policemen of the world, for whom else will do the dirty work of protecting innocent civilians. We cannot allow greedy people to throw entire countries into chaos. God damn. We did that with Afghanistan. It throws the whole world on end and sends waves of chaos throughout the world. We cannot let the lawful election of Juan Guaido go unrecognized and unsupported. Isn't that a Star Wars character? If our military must intervene to install law and order for a country, that is what we must do. That is why ending the reign of Putin will... That is why ending the reign of Putin all the more important. He switches back into his like KGB handler programming. He's a sleeper agent.
Bizarre.
We must dismantle the biggest supporter of tyranny and dictatorship in the world and bring Moscow to its knees and end this madness. We must ensure every nation is on solid footing and human tragedies do not occur. We must protect those in Myanmar and around the globe that cannot protect themselves. We can't sit by while 3,000... Okay, so he's yapping. If it means World War 3 or 4 or 5, we cannot sit around and do nothing. We need 3 more world wars! 3 more world wars!
It would only mean World War 3. There's no way it can skip to 4 or 5. I think he's confused.
I think he's like, we need to go straight to... I'm done with World War 3. We need to go straight to World War 5, okay?
Ramp it up.
It's like Final Fantasy. You have to skip a few of them in order to get to the good ones. We have allowed Hong Kong to become imprisoned and the Wagners to be enslaved, and we do... Wait, the Wagners? Aren't the Wagners the bad guys? I'm so confused. The Wagners, isn't that the Russian... This guy's also done work with the Azov Battalion, which is like the Ukrainian Nazis, so there's some weird shit going on there. Okay, hold on. As we all look back at our US presidents and world leaders, and I'm ashamed of how we all have let so much go unprepared. We all scream about sustainability and green economy while we let countries collapse and innocent civilians get murdered because of differing religious beliefs. It's madness that we cannot allow to continue. We must intervene around... I can understand why the AI was so based, actually. This stuff is like... Obviously, it's said... and portrayed in such an insane way, but the fundamental ideology behind it is one that is empathetic and sympathetic and bold and kind of I mean, like, I have way more respect for this guy than I have for any conspiracy theorist we've seen today. You know what I mean? Like, this guy genuinely had, like, obviously, he's unfortunately insane, but fuck, man. Like, his heart's in the right place. I can't say that for that other assassin. That guy who was just dealing with his own shit. This guy genuinely believes he was, like, you know, the world was falling apart.
Saving the world.
Fuck. Man, I was getting doomer earlier, but this guy... Oh, no. I'm feeling hope. This man is giving me hope. Wait, what if...
That's bad.
What if it's...
That's bad.
Wait.
This guy's clearly insane.
No, wait, hold on. No, wait, what if he's cooking?
Out of the two of those people that we looked at, this is the irrational actor.
But he has
the guy, how crazy is that? The guy spouting complete nonsense is the
no, but it's not nonsense.
the rational
Wiz,
actor,
it's
and
short.
The guy who's
It's
completely
rough.
insane is the irrational.
Wiz, it's rough, but it's not nonsense. I mean,
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, right,
the guy on Twitter, he was rational, like as a person, but spouting irrational nonsense.
Oh, I see,
Whereas
yeah.
this guy is irrational, but he's spouting more rational nonsense.
Yeah, this is very Unabomber-esque, actually. This is a strong... I'm kind of impressed by this guy's manifesto, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, it's poorly edited and poorly written. But, like, the ideas in it are... Oh, no, hold on, wait, this is about to fall... Oh, wait, I can see this might fall off a cliff. Hold on. We must intervene and wrap
I
our
think we
arms-
finished the passage first. Before
Yeah,
drawing the
okay, hold
conclusions.
on. I got halfway and I was like, wait, this guy's kind of base. Let's see if he lands the plane. We must intervene and wrap our arms around every nation to care and comfort them in any way possible. We must sit in the grass with Iran and make them the best friends we have on the planet. And we must sit with Kim Jong-un as long as it takes to make him realize that we are not the enemy of anyone. Just simple human beings that struggle to survive. Just like, no, this is just more based, Wiz. This is just more based. We must do this. We must take as long as it takes to build these bridges. I can't believe... Have you ever seen a manifesto that's this beautiful and sweet and loving and empathetic from a guy who tried to blow a man's brains out like 2 days ago? It's incredible. It's incredible. This guy could have been Big Boss easily. Yep. Oh, God. We must take as long as it takes to build these bridges and friendships and partnerships.
War on the battlefield?
So that their kids can have happy lives. It is the most logical and simplest human act that any fool can see needs to be done. It does not require grand educations and slick words, just simple human interaction and earned respect and an SKS in a bush. Shared hopes and dreams and basic caring for the other. We do not need fancy ambassadors, just our leaders to step forward and spend the weeks it takes to make the world a better place. I genuinely like
Love
this
can
more.
bloom on the battlefield.
Yeah, true. I actually like this more than anything I've seen put out by the WEF or Davos Foundation or anything. This is genuinely more hopeful and human and beautiful than anything I've read from any organization. This man actually... I think he's... Oh no. Wiz, I think he's a good guy. I think I might be endorsing... Dude, what has he done? What has he done? He's done nothing. He's misguided, sure. But
He's
this
been
man...
incredibly reckless.
Yes, he's been incredibly reckless, but at this point...
It's one of those things. It's one of those things where he's accidentally kind of okay.
I don't think he's
but
accidental.
I wouldn't give him any credit.
I think he's got strong
more than that.
I think he's got good core values. He loves his... It's so easy. Can you imagine? This guy is literally talking about hating Putin and also how important it is to, like, bring everyone back together in, like, love and harmony. Like, he's frustrated. He's run out of ideas. He's doing everything he can. He's trying to drag Afghanistan fucking soldiers, NATO-trained soldiers, out of the soil himself to put them into a position where they can do meaningful good in the world. This dude's doing more than anyone online. I like this guy more than every political commentator, including me. This guy's better than Lonerbox. This guy's better than Destiny. He's better than Vosh. He's better than Hassan. This guy's better than all of them. Morally. Intellectually. Fuck, man. This guy's good. Am I crazy? Am I crazy?
Not spelling-wise.
Have I lost my mind? No, he's bad at grammar. Let's not get that. But you know what? I will take a man who's bad at grammar and... better at hiding in a bush, but otherwise the same. I don't know, man.
So he's written a passage on why assassinations are based, and you're like, this guy's incredible.
Well, yeah, but
I think there's a lot more than just that in this book.
I already thought assassination was based, so maybe he's just appealing to his target audience because I love
Yeah,
assassination.
I think you're subscribing a lot of your own personal beliefs onto this blank canvas of a man.
He's not blank canvas. In fact, we're reading the canvas he's painted upon right now. This is not blank.
Exactly, and I'm telling you, it is a very childlike understanding of the world.
Yes, thank you. I'm done with sophisticated politics. Return to a childlike understanding of the geopolitical.
He's like, let's sit in. He literally, there's a passage where he goes, why don't we just sit in grass with Kim Jong Un?
But isn't that better than talking about suppressing and destroying his population?
I bet you. Yeah, I understand why there's an editor now because this was initially written in crayon.
Yeah. I think it's sweet.
Written in fucking crayon on bits of paper that he found. And you're like, oh, honey, what you got here? Oh, they're sticking all together.
He's like the gentle crackhead handing out.
Me no know why killed no one Putin yet.
Okay. We do not.
Me think Putin might be killed good.
We cannot dance around the issue. We can't dance around the issue. We must dance with our enemies. We must demand that our leaders do more and meet these challenges with human solutions. Bold leaders should meet with Putin and give him the ultimatum with stern language. Pull out of Ukraine, stop interfering in global conflict, or we will end his rule. We cannot be afraid of him in this country ever again. We must stand firm. He is at his weakest now. We must use this moment to change history and move the world towards peace. We cannot allow this type of behavior to continue. The US president should have spent months in China building up a relationship with them to ensure that we stand together united in peace for the world. But we've allowed them to drift any way the wind blows. This is true. This is good. Honestly, everything he said, whilst explained in a childlike way, is genuinely solid advice. Like, this is a problem with global geopolitics is that No, I'm serious! You should spend months in China building relationships with the other superpower. Are you crazy,
Yeah,
dude?
that's a nice idea. Why doesn't it happen?
Because honestly, because American power structures don't want to look weak and they don't want to work with China because they don't trust China because the Chinese are scary because because
China's willing, right?
What?
China's willing, right, to meet them.
China has been willing to meet Americans.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, China actually wants to sit in the grass with us while we hold hands.
China has actually generally been more pro-peace
There's no other
America
factors.
than America has.
Don't think about those boats off the coast. There's no other factors. You just have to sit and talk to
look,
each other.
I know that China's bad. I'm just saying that it's not like America doesn't do it. Oh, you're turning me into fucking infrared.
It's the
hearts.
power.
You're turning me into Jackson Hinkle. Kill me, dude. What
You're
are you
just
doing?
Hassan, dude. You're Hassan right now.
Actually, America
You're reading this and you're going
bad.
like, this is fucking based. What the fuck? What the fuck, chat? Is he based?
Is he based? Is he based? Wait a minute, chat. This guy's based. What the hell? Oh my god, chat. This guy's actually incredible. He's right. America is bad. Yeah. We should assassinate Putin.
You're reading very basic slop, all slop together. Wow, wow.
I think this guy's heart was in the right place. He should have spent months
Yeah,
in China.
so is the fucking toddlers. Does that mean that they should be allowed to assassinate the fucking president?
Yes! Obviously, yes, Wiz. Yes! I'm obviously pro-toddler assassination. I don't know why you'd even ask me that question. We must build these partnerships now and every day so they are not our enemies in the future. We must hopefully guide them towards good policy that protect their citizens' rights so they are not harmed and mistreated. We cannot encourage humanitarian actions. Okay, I'm gonna defend this earnestly for a second. There is definitely a thing in geopolitics where the obvious and moral solution is very basic and fundamental, and often even achievable, and then it gets obfuscated by layers and layers and layers of realpolitik and political maneuvering and all kinds of crazy shit, when ultimately just pursuing the simple good thing can often be extremely valuable, if for no other reason than when you add layer upon layer upon layer of complexity to solve an issue, you end up with way more complex nodes that could collapse and result in a cascading failure of the whole thing falling apart, when actually if you just pursued a simple and basic policy of, you know, in this case, let's say building a stronger relationship with China from like a political perspective. Imagine if we had built a Green New Deal with China, dude. That was on the table. That was something that China wanted to do. They literally wanted to work with America to build a global green energy infrastructure because they massively benefit from it as well. And what did America do? They were under Trump. So they spat in China's face and dumped a bunch of tariffs on them and did a bunch of dumb shit. right? Like, the simple thing would have been like, okay, yeah, superpower, let's not do the fucking Russian Cold War thing. Let's fucking start building giant economic systems together so that we can turn the entire world into globo homo state capitalism and rule eternally. Now, obviously, I don't like that, but that would have been a genuinely better outcome for China and America and a lot of people in the world. Imagine if they had worked together on green energy infrastructure in Africa. That was on the table, and Trump fucking poo-pooed it, and America ended up throwing a bunch of private interests into Africa to pillage and rape their economy, and now what's left? A fucking, you know, shit show that China can now roll into and set up infrastructure and own their asses in debt for fucking 20 years. And even China's doing better to, you know, with the African ports and shit that they own than America ever did. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
This worldview only works if everyone's like pure, honest. Okay, this would work if everyone suddenly had like Star Trek super autism. You know, when they're all enlightened.
I'm not saying
You know,
it works.
like
I'm
when
not
they
saying it
go
works.
like, oh yeah, I'm a higher person, I'm a higher being. Yeah, sure, that way of thinking can work. But humans are just liars, dude. That's where we're at.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is that a frequent problem in large-scale organizational work, up to and including foreign policy, is just overcomplication. Like, they just stack too many layers of bullshit and competing interests on top of each other, when they should actually just be pursuing directly things like you know what I mean? Like, look at the China relationship. Like, they are actually just stacking, like, insane amounts of bullshit on it, because there's, like, all these little different fucking ego battles across the world on both sides, and they just end up in a fucked situation, because they won't bite a bullet and just work with China on something. And now China, obviously, is retaliating the exact same way, because China, obviously, has no incentive to work with a country that's, like, pushed them away. So, like, all this chip manufacturing shit and the tariffs and, it's just...
Yeah, but realistically, because you're talking about like how much would have to be conceded for that to work.
That's a fair point, and if it's too much, I would disagree.
Values, views. Do you know how
No!
they treat black people in China, dude? They took Finn off the Star Wars posters, dude.
Yeah, but well, you know what? It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. No, but one way that you improve xenophobia is by introducing them to a global community that includes more black people. You know. Also, China's
And how would they do that? How would a Green Deal with China do that?
Actually, well, I just explained. The Green Deal with China was actually quite heavily centered around Africa. China had been putting a lot of infrastructural investment into Africa, helping them build roads and renewable energy and ports, and helping them get greater access
Why are
to
they
the
doing
global
that?
economy. So that they can build economic ties with African countries that will probably be developing at a much faster economic rate than countries like America. And then China, after building up a bunch of goodwill, will basically have near exclusive access to future powerhouse economies.
Yep, it's power manipulation. It's coercion,
Obviously,
dude.
dude, but then, let's say I'm a narcissist, right? Maybe I'm a narcissist who figured out how to treat everyone well and give them all the things that they want so that they adore and admire me and like me and want to be friends with me. And I get all of my narcissistic supply from being nice to everyone, and it's, so what? My brain
Well, that's
is
a
the way it
great
is.
road you stood on. I see you've got some Uyghur Muslims in your border.
Yes, obviously part of the deals we make with them have to include that, but it's not like America has ever given a shit about Muslims. Like, the American government only cares about the Uyghur genocide insofar as it's useful as propaganda against China, right? They don't actually give a shit about Muslims. Now, if they were to include stop killing the Uyghur Muslims as part of the Green New Deal, I genuinely think China, being more economically focused, probably would agree to that. I do. China is very long-term thinking focused, and they will make economic decisions at the expense of nearly everything else, including their latent racism.
I don't think the bargaining power is the same.
Then China's really acting. It's a different issue entirely, but I was watching a biology lecture today where the guy said you can't solve the problem of complexity by adding more complexity. Thank you, Ed! God, why is Ed always on my side? It's because he's always right, and so am I, and we're the only ones. He's got God on his side, and I'm me, God. Ed worships me now. I secretly, when Ed prays at night, I crawl into his attic and I absorb the prayers to gain power. I position myself between him and God. And I siphon his prayer energy. And soon I will become a divine being.
Wow.
We never wish to keep someone else down so that we can stay on top. Perhaps in 1,000 years, Africa will be the world's leading economy, or India, or... Okay, 1,000 years is a bit silly. Or South America, and the US can relax and slip to the bottom of the list. We must encourage the youth from around the globe to be the next pioneers and inventors and creators. But, like, right-wing people don't talk like... This is why I care, because right-wing people don't talk like this.
So what has this got to do with assassinating Putin?
The Unabomber didn't talk like this, right? Like, this is a worldview that is... This is hippie. He's a hippie. I think he's an ex-hippie. This is hippie speak. Young people from around the world.
Yeah, it is very hippie.
Yeah. That's it. Wow. Okay,
Weird.
that's it. The future is in our hands and our
It's the
kids are
scramblings of
depending
a
on us.
children. No nuance.
The scramblings
No
of children.
development of ideas.
Yes. All true.
There isn't. There isn't.
All true, but I appreciate the effort. I like this guy more than most people. I like this guy more than any content creator except for...
You're right with the hippie stuff, actually. If you really think about it, it's just fucking hippie bullshit.
Yeah, it's new age hippie shit.
It's all fucking nonsense. You just praised him for being a fucking useless hippie.
No, he's not useless. He's literally the most pragmatic guy ever. He tried to kill the president.
And he failed. Useless hippie.
Yeah, at least he tried. He actually got pretty close. He was within range. If he'd fired,
Actually, if we look at it, it's a legacy of failure. He failed with those little fucking huts. He failed with the fucking army of Afghanistan warriors, and he's failed with the fucking assassination as well, dude. He's an ineffective hippie.
Are you committed to criticizing someone else for a legacy of failure, Wiz? Is this the direction you want to go in?
All I'm saying is I know it when I see it.
Yeah, it takes one to know one. Okay, alright. Is anyone donating for another one of these chapters, or are we good to move on and I can start yapping about stuff I care about? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, get the chapter list up just quick.
Alright, are there any more chapters we want to take a look at here? We've got some crazy shit. Woo! These ones all look boring. I like Fatal Flaw of Democracy, that's kind of interesting.
Fake news is funny.
Fake news is funny. Yeah, we've nearly filled up the bar, guys. And we need a drink. Actually, I do need a drink. Wiz, can you shill while I get myself a drinky? Thank you.
Hey guys, what you up to?
Chill.
Join the Discord if you're not already in the Discord. I'll be surprised if any of yous are not already in the Discord, to be honest. Yeah, like the stream, donate please. Feel free to become a member. I know not all of you are members. Sheep tier is not that expensive. It's only like a couple pounds. It's pretty cheap. But like the stream. Check out the newest video. It's about Dr. Disrespect. That's a video we made. It's got a good intro. Oh yeah, we've been playing the Office game. You should come come join and play this Office game with us. We're running an office in the server, and we're trying to become very productive. It's going good. It's like kind of like it's like Among Us but Office. But yeah, subscribe. Why have I got a plaster on? It's from the last time Smug took a shot at me, but I survived. I lived. Hello, Ublink, Kraken, UA, Hammer and Sickle. Oh yeah, President Sunday also covered us. That was awesome. He didn't like J-Rag. He thought J-Rag sucked on our show. I thought he was cool. I thought he was a nice dude. But yeah, drop some coins in the pond water, please. Make a wish as you drop your coin.
Oh,
and that wish will come true.
You really have been shelling.
Oh, hey.
I love my wife. I'm such a wife guy. I love my wife.
Whoa. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be back.
What? Okay, I'll start shilling. Alright, motherfuckers. You thought you were done with the shilling. We stop shilling when one of you gives us some fucking money, okay? We're at $69. Alright? You know what that means? It's sex. It's sex o'clock, and that means we need money to stop the sex o'clock attack of sex. I'm good at shilling. Let's go! Look how fast I am. I'm the fastest snail in the West. Because there's a faster one in China. I would say his name, but it's for some reason racist. It is a racist name. I don't know what the name is yet, but I'm gonna think of something racist. It's probably like, what would be a racist Chinese snail name? Donate your answer in the comments! Wow!
YouTube won't let me write my suggestion. Read Twitch chat.
Okay, I'm reading Twitch chat. I'll do for you anything, Cheeto. Let's see here. The editor is his fiance apparently. How can you waste time? Oh wait, hold on. What? Search for the phrase assassinate Trump. Oh yes, good idea. Okay, let's do that. Assassinate Trump. The search isn't working for some reason. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna search it on the other page. And then, but the other one is like completely uncensored, so I have to be a little bit careful here. So like, give me a second. Doop de doop de doop, doop de doop de doop. We definitely don't want to look at the uncensored one because it's filled with decapitated bodies. I wish I was joking. Assassinate. Okay. Oh shit! Oh dude, there's so many dead bodies here. I have to be really careful about this. Hold on. Okay, the reason I couldn't find it is because I censored all the dead bodies. Okay, hold on. No way. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, good job. Good job. Thank you, Cheeto. As always, you've got the good. I'm really scared, though, because there's genuinely some, like, crazy dead bodies here. Like, this is one page away from the horrifying dead bodies. I have to be super careful. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, alright. This is insane. Oh, God! Yep, that's the dead body pictures. Gotta be careful. Wiz is gonna hate me for that. Alright. I would like to celebrate the amazing work of John Kerry that very humbly and humanely handled the Iran deal, which elated me in the whole of the world. I must take part of the blame for the retarded child that we elected for our next president that ended up being brainless. Oh my god, he's so based. Now that Wiz is gone, I can actually say how based this guy is. I must take part of the blame for the retarded child that we elected for the next president that ended up being brainless, but I'm man enough to say that I misjudged and made a terrible mistake, and Iran, I apologize. You are free to assassinate Trump as well as me for that error in judgment and the dismantling of the deal. Holy fuck! Okay. So he's explicitly pro-assassinating Trump. Good job, Cheeto. Thank you very much. Oh my god, that's so good. Holy fuck, that's crazy. I must take part of the blame. This is such a quote. Holy fuck. No one here in the US seems to have the balls to put natural selection to work, or even unnatural selection. Holy shit. Amazing. I can't believe he called Trump a retarded child. That's so funny. Kind of based. Yeah, kind of based. Straight up. Now that Wiz is gone, I can say explicitly that I love assassination and violence. I am explicitly pro-violence in all its forms. I love it. And this is ironic.
Hey.
Oh!
What are you doing?
Hey Wiz, look what we found.
Did
Do
you
you want to
actually
read this?
do... What?
Look at this, he said, I must take part of the blame for the retarded child that we elected for our next president that ended up being brainless, but I'm man enough to say that I misjudged and made a terrible mistake in Iran. I apologize. You are free to assassinate Trump, as well as me, for that error in judgment and the dismantling of the deal. No one here in the US seems to have the balls to put natural selection to work, or even unnatural selection. I love this man. I love this guy. This is amazing. He is literally like, I fucked up so badly, I'm okay with you assassinating me as well. And I guess that naturally lends itself to the conclusion of, you know what? I may as well just take him out. I'll give it a try. If I'm willing to die for it. He's actually already reached that point. Incredible.